Hello and welcome to Buildings of Tomorrow. My name is John Lester, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about building protocols, the communication protocols which enable the buildings that we all live and work in today. I'm joined by Alina Matyukhina, who is a product manager for cybersecurity at Siemens Smart Infrastructure. Alina, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting, John.
It's an absolute pleasure.
To be honest, I am such a big fan of this podcast, because they give me opportunity to stay up to date with the news around smart buildings. Yeah, so thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, and thank you for that little plug. I'll give you your €20 later. Today we're talking about building protocols. So those communication protocols which our operational technologies use. Let's start at the very beginning for the audience. What are we talking about? What are these communication protocols in buildings?
So communication protocols, they determine a way like buildings talk to each other. Devices in the building systems talk to each other. And there are a lot of them currently exist. For example, the most common ones are BACnet, KNX, LoanWorks. You can see such protocols, I would say, in every building installation. But there are also more specialized protocols. For example, DALI protocol, it's only used for lightning system. Modbus protocol, which was initially created for industrial control systems.
So there's heaps of different protocols, and as you mentioned, in almost every system and discipline within the building, whether it's lighting, as you mentioned, security, building automation, whatever it might be, they either use some common protocols or they have a protocol which was specifically designed for that function.
Exactly.
And these protocols, obviously, with everything communication, and we see in the industry that these systems are starting to share information between each other more and more. They must come with some implications from a cybersecurity perspective.
Yes, that's true, John. So most of the building protocols, they are unfortunately lacking of high-level security features built in them. I would say one of the most important reasons to realize that these protocols, they were created in 19th, where functionality, not security, was the main focus. So I would say that that time, during development of these protocols, nobody could even foresee that technological progress will be so rapid, and devices, systems based on the BACnet, KNX, LoanWorks, they will form like elements on such a smart, complex structures as smart buildings.
Right. So when they were developed, the focus was on trying to make it easy, trying to be open, make it fast and simple to pass information, because at the time there wasn't that vision that they would be so integral and so integrated together.
Yes, that's true. And if to speak about more technical, I would say that before, so we had like the most common way, a standard for data transmission, it was a copper twisted pair cable. So, and other media, like Ethernet, wireless connection, which we are so used to nowadays, it didn't exist. Maybe it did, but it didn't have such a big popularity in 19th.
So it wasn't everywhere like it is today.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And now imagine, John, so these systems, the building system, which were initially isolated, they become exposed to internal IT network, and even to internet. Of course, right now we have a lot of cyber risks around these systems, and we really need to have a good solution to protect such buildings.
Yeah, and that's probably my next question, because there's a good reason why they were developed in the way that they were, especially at the time and with the technology that was available and how it was leveraged at the time. Now we've moved on in the world, and as you mentioned, wireless and Ethernet connections. This is commonplace for us. We probably all have 4 or 5 devices in our house that are connected via systems like this. So all of a sudden, we have these additional challenges. How do we tackle that today? Because obviously the wireless systems and things, this is something we've been used to for maybe the last decade or so, and up until now we've been securing these systems. So how do we go about that as an industry at the moment?
Okay, so that's a good question. At first, buildings, they didn't have any connection to internet, so physical separation was enough. If attacker wants to attack the system, they would need to have a physical access to facility. But right now, we have this I would say near every device can be installed in IP backbone, and the communication will be happening via internet. So to secure this type of communication, people, they're using VPNs, so virtual private networking technologies. What it means, it's, for example, there is a router in network topology, and this router will encrypt take building traffic, encrypt by using common IT methods such as IPsec or TLS protocols, and send it to another router in far end of the system. So that router will decrypt the traffic and send it to destination of a building control system. But I would say that this can be pretty hard to set up, maintain, and manage, and it can be pretty costly. So another way, and I would say it's one of the most important ways to secure building systems, it's IT and OT network segregation. Because, for example, if an attacker will try to access building network from IT infrastructure, they will not have any opportunity to do this. And vice versa. If, for example, a hacker will be inside of the building network and try to access corporate network, also it will not succeed in this. And I remember in 2018, it was an interesting case, a data breach in casino. So a casino database was hacked by using an internet-connected thermometer in aquarium. So you see that it's pretty easy.
Yeah, and that's a risk. So for all of those solutions, you talked initially about systems they weren't connected to the internet, and now they are. So this is not really a viable option anymore. The VPN you mentioned can be difficult, can be complex, can be costly as a solution. And then that IT, OT segregation, so the information technology and the operational technologies, the segregation sometimes can also be difficult to segregate because maybe on the day that the building is completed, this may be well established, but as we know, every building has changed multiple times, every week, every month, and over years, so many different things can be added and altered within that building. There's always the risk that, as the example you gave, someone connects a thermostat within an aquarium that then kind of breaches this segregation in a manner.
Yeah, that's definitely not future-proof anymore, this IT-OT segregation, because we have the increased number of IoT devices. We have a cloud connection, remote connections. So this breaks already paradigm.
Right. So all of these things, these great functionalities that we, kind of enables the cool stuff that we're able to do in buildings nowadays, come with that additional consideration. We have to understand how that impacts some of those traditional ways that we secure a building. Amazing. Thank you so much, Alina, for joining us. It was a real pleasure. We have plenty of these to go, I would say. So thank you so much for your time. I reckon that we have at least 2 or 3 more conversations to get into depth with this. And also thank you to those listening. Please feel free to comment, like, or share this episode. Subscribe to us here on this channel, and also keep your eyes out for a few more conversations between Alina and myself around cybersecurity in buildings. Thank you.
Thank you.